All right, what is up? Micro Soil in the house, taking a quick look at my homie Daniel's soil. He just pulled a sample out of his garden bed, and looks like we're gonna jump it off with horizontal gene transferring. That looks like two flagellates. I don't know if you can see that. They're diving pretty deep. Just exchanging information. That's at 400. Let me straighten up my setup. All right. Yeah, cool. So he's got this sample. Just out of joking around, we decided to call it Sexy Soil Sample. That's what I'm going to name this. Another flagellate. I mean, he's got two flagellates. You gotta love to see, man. You put this thing on and bam, that's just life. I didn't expect anything less. But yeah, let me back that up one more time. I'm not even on the slide here. Here we go. What is that? Wow. That looks clean. You've got, I mean, supposedly phosphorus going. Look how dark that is, though. The background, which I've been told that it's an indication that the organic matter has absorbed whatever phosphorus may be in the sample. This is a it's probably like a 1 to 10 dilution. I usually stay around 8, but I know I went a little over on this, and I'm on the edge of the slide as well. A lot of small, a lot of small aggregate, small particle. It's very fine. It's even got a worm in here. So I'll put the worm in my bed. But you know, when you're getting a soil sample that's got a worm in it, you've got this is an established pot, fungal hyphae. Doesn't surprise me. The glorious nematode. So we've already seen. I'm about a minute into this video, so 2 minutes. Let me take this off here. Let me go to my high def, and I'm gonna move around quickly. I'm getting ready for a trip, but I wanted to look at this. And then this is aquatic. This is probably aquatic. He uses, I know he uses pond water as well, which if you have access to pond water, should by all means be using it. This is really stable too. You see, fungal hyphae. You know, I could just keep shooting that off. More fungal strands. And then look at his organic matter. Let's light it up. You know, take a look at that. It's just loaded. It's loaded with whatever all that is. It's just holding it. You know, this is soil is a magnet. Healthy organic matter is a magnet that's going to hold on. Look, there's a nematode under there. That's what I'm saying. No idea what you're looking at ever. Nematodes do not like that light that I just put on, and this is what's shaking him out of there. We upset him, pissed him off. I love how fungal this is. Everywhere I look, I mean, I'm fungal hyphae over here. You know, as I'm moving at every field of view, and there are. Let me go to. I'm at 100, by the way. Now I just jumped over to 200. Yeah, this is where you. This is where. This is where everything's at peace, man. Your fungal hyphae creates acidic conditions in your soil, balancing your pH, getting your pH where it needs to be, along with obviously root exudation. He's got spores everywhere too. That looks kind of interesting. there. I'm gonna move in on that a little bit. Curious to see if that's just okay. That's two things we're looking at there. I'm at 400, and if I move around here, it's spore after spore after spore. Not sure what that is. What I don't see that is usually in abundance in some of the samples I've seen from Daniel's testate amoeba. There's a Dower nematode. He's got the nematode action though. This is gonna light up like a night light. That's an encysted nematode or a dormant nematode. But look at the fungal strands everywhere and all the flagellates in the background. So obviously nutrient cycling going on. There's another spore there. Good looking spore or fungus. There we go. There's a testate amoeba there. So I dig it, man. Good stuff. This guy definitely knows how to build soil and more so grow. Uh, Look at that wonderful piece. Just organic matter, fungal hyphae. Let's light that up. Look at that. Whatever that is. Looking good, man. Looking real good, bro. I appreciate you sharing your sample with me, but it's extremely peaceful. You know, it's just a very happy soil. The worms, and you know what? I'll take that. That if I had to say that the fact that I'm not seeing testate amoebas or Sella is because the worms are eating them. The worms love those things. I'm telling you, I will draw samples from worm castings all day long, and we will draw samples of worm poop directly out of the worm on a petri dish, and they've got testate in them. But look at the aggregation here. This looks like a worm casting. Everything's so particle broken down. You've got flagellates in the background that you probably can't even see. I could take you back to 200, maybe even go to 400. You see what I'm saying? Flagellates in the background, cycling nutrients, fungi everywhere, cycling nutrients. That right there comes probably from the pond. I know I recognize that from aquatic vibes. Look at this spore here. I'm at 400 now. Everything in the background is so small. These little flagellates moving and things that I can't see at 400. Look at this thing here. That's a test or an encysted microbe. Look at that spore. Wow. Sexy soil. Anyway, I'm going to be wrapping this up. Again, I'm getting ready for a trip. Look at that spore. Damn. That looks good. Let's see here. I'm telling you, the flagellate game here is crazy. Let's see what this guy's doing. That looks wild. I have no idea what that is. I see cilia though, so it's some type of ciliate, but that just looks wild. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm at 400, so this is as close as I can get right now. Wow, that's like alien. I guess it's all alien though. Definitely has cilia, which are hairs all around it. That's nuts. Anyway, I'm gonna move on from it, but if I wasn't in a hurry, I could probably sit here for a good 30 minutes observing this thing. That is just looks trippy. Anyway, okay. Whoa. That started pulling me in. You see, that's what happens, guys, and I end up here for 3 hours. There's another test state there. You see, so this is not even counting the test states that I'm probably blowing right past. He's got small test state amoeba in here. That one there. I'll take this to 400 and bring it in closer. These are these light brown ones. I love the color of this test state amoeba. So I'm sure that if I sat here and moved this sample around at 400, I'm gonna find. And then look how calm everything is. If that even makes sense, right? To you guys, everything is just chilling. Even the bacteria, all the little bacteria in the background, but it's there's another test state. I don't see a lot of I don't see a lot of gluing. Where to go? Right there. I don't see a lot of quorum sensing going on, which is a good thing. There's another test state. You see, I'm gonna take my words back because these test states are just blending into the background. My bad, homie. Look at the flagellate action too. Look at that, whatever that is there. It's like a casting, man. I'm telling you, it's well established. The plant is doing amazing, by the way. This is kind of like why he went and grabbed the sample and like, let's take a look at this. And he has his own scope. You know, he rocks the same thing I do, the LW Infinity. So look at that. Well, anyway, I'm gonna when I get back into town, I'm gonna have to grab another sample from him and deep dive this. See, there's another test state amoeba there. There's a spore, flagellates in the background, bacteria chilling. They're just interactive. Another flagellate. It's amazing how small these things are. 400 time magnification, and there's an encysted microbe there. There's whatever that is there. Yeah, we're broken down really good. That's I dig it. Look at that spore. 13 minutes in already. Just like that. Fungals can be, bro. I'm just gonna say that because I know you're gonna be watching this. Look at this test date here. Spore, potentially another spore. I mean, this is a fantastic sample. I'm at the end of my slide. Let me whip it over to this side real quick before I get out of here. What's happening here? Uh-oh. Damn. Yeah, there you go. How about that? I have to finish it off with a big old worm. I can see it on my slide actually. I'm gonna go to 40. I'm gonna go to 40 time magnification. This guy's just hanging out, breaking things down. I'm gonna move it a little bit quicker. There you go. There's another one. It's a smaller one, but yeah, another one. I'm gonna stay at 40. What is this? Nematode in here. The slide is kind of, all the organic matter is kind of clumping up here. I just may upset the nematode. Definitely a nematode, just from the behavior. It's poking out in every. Unless there's two. There he goes. There he is. Whoa. Dude. Bro, you got a party going on in here. Back to 40. I might be the same guy from earlier. Let me push away from this altogether. Wow. Still at 40. Look at this. Slide up that. That's a piece of carbon. And then, what is that? Oh, that's my finger. I'm going to go to 100 on this. Look at the inoculation on that piece of biochar. Look at that. There's your algae. Whatever that is glowing, bro, I am jealous. I want that. Look at that. That looks amazing. Wow. That is so kick ass. I have no idea what that color represents. I see orange every now and then. I don't know if that's associated with chloroplast. I know that. Let's go back. That's just a piece of biochar, piece of organic matter. This is what the epifluorescent light really shines to me. And then I hit that and look, it exposes everything. Look at that. Looks like a potential. What is this, dude? I thought that this might have been some type of nematode or something. And then look how, if we go a little deeper, it's all charged. This bed is rocking, bro. I would take from this bed and use it as an inoculation, straight up. Daniel's sexy soil. Yeah. Dude, doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me that Daniel's killing it like this. But this is a bed. This is not a compost. This is, I mean, at one point it was, but this is in a pot. Look at that fungal hyphae. Man, and these are the people I learned from. Get it, bro. Good shit. I'm out. I'm even cursing.